meeting also directed the sensitization of people living along riverine and flood-prone areas to vacate those places in anticipation of the flooding between now and end of September 2016.
A directive by the Benue State government, which some of those affected are kicking against. Ibrahim Dauda lives on Awe Street, a Jukun settlement along the Benue River bank. Despite losing so much during the last devastation, he and many other people here have no place to go. In response to the directive, they simply ask the government to do the needful.
But what they want is government to look out then and make sure they channel the gutters, the drainage to the normal distance, so that when even the water come, it will not affect them as it's supposed to be.
Benue, Akwa Ibom, Bauchi, Borno, Cross River, Delta, Kaduna, Kwara, Nasarawa, Yobe, and Zamfara are the states where the meteorological agency says floods should be expected because the soil is no longer able to absorb more rainwater in the coming weeks, which coincide with the peak rainy season. But there is a big disconnect between what the governments of these areas are planning and what the people want.
Nothing government do for us, nothing, no any help from government that we receive since that time. And up to today, as this year now, what we hear, the water is still coming, we are still being afraid. Nobody know where we go move to.
If you are saying around River Benue and this thing can come at night, and are you saying because this guy has not made any provision, you stay there?
For now, this makeshift bridge in Oko Riverine community within Oshimili South local government area of Delta State is abandoned. But when the floods come, it will be the only link to dry land. The state of the bridge is a major concern to the residents here, who are hoping a permanent solution will be found to stem their yearly sojourn in other communities. For some others, the thought of leaving their farms is depressing.
And person go run, live in farm. If you run, live in your village because of water. But if water carry a farm, what you go to eat again?
Once we hear this news now that water is coming, that we should get ready to come out, we'll be having hard cut. Because it's a disturbance to me. And it's my own personal house. There's no way I can run after it.
As depressing as the news of an impending flood may be, the devastation it leaves behind pales in comparison. Already, the floods have wreaked havoc in Kano, Zamfara and Plateau states, less than a week after the NIMET warning. According to the Kano State Relief and Emergency Agency, at least 5,300 houses were destroyed by flood in 6 local government areas of the state. In Zamfara, 801 have been displaced, while in Plateau State, livestock, bridges and farmlands have been washed away.
We are encouraging them to permanently live. We are working with the state governments so that they can be able to resettle them elsewhere in higher grounds that will not be confronted with this challenge of addressing these flood issues every year.
In the meantime, everyone along the floodplains must start acting now. The Niger Basin Authority has warned that if the heavy rainfall continues in intensity and duration within the regions of the River Niger, it is imminent that the flood situation similar to that of the year 2012 may recur. The water level at Jiderebode in Kebbi State, the first monitoring station as River Niger enters Nigeria, is 3.77 meters high as at 8th of August. This has exceeded the 3.32 meters value observed within the same period in 2012. Those monitoring the figures are certain the floods will come. To them, preparations to prevent the devastation must start now, as this is no longer a question of if the floods will come, but when. Ayola Kasim reporting for Channels Television News.